return, head on into the Bamber Bridge defence. He'll get up and play.
He's a big lad too, isn't he?
Indeed, I think all of these English players are big lads. Is it John Campbell, maybe?
John Campbell, yeah.
And again...
Or maybe Jamie Jackson.
Big Jamie. That's Big Jamie, the...
yeah, number 12.
Bald fella. As we pack another scrum following the knock-on by Malta. Chris Parker with a sly left foot trying to hack at the ball, which is allowed when the ball comes so close to halfway of the scrum. Intimidating defence and an awkward ball there by Bamber Bridge, and
nice
taking care of the
good
defence. That's Paul Bartlett rushing up. Paul plays in the Welsh Premier Division for the Cardiff Demons, and also plays for his university, that is UWIC, making his national team debut. Qualifying through his grandmother, who was a Maltese woman back in the day. Good to see players like that eligible for national team and taking the opportunity to represent.
It's not something you can do week in, week out, can you?
Certainly not. I had a chat with him before the game. He's very eager, as is obviously every single player that's out there on the field today. And likewise, the Bamber Bridge lads, that's probably their one and only opportunity to play and have the God Save the Queen anthem played for them before their fixture. So they'll be as pumped as anything for this game. And they're holding a 4-0 lead at the moment, holding on to that, doing themselves very proudly. That's certainly the case. Referee Phil Brown giving some directions to the Maltese players.
Although we're losing 4-0, the Maltese team is performing very well in my opinion, and they...
Indeed. They're not letting their heads get down, which can be an easy mistake to make.
Possession is 50-50, I assume, so...
Yeah, it's between a set of 6 for set of 6. On that far touchline is actually Andrew Galia, one of the local rugby personalities, running the line as touch judge. We'll be learning a few of these new rugby league rules. Good. Oh, an inside ball, taking the risk for inside ball from Roderick Gattard to Matthew Espanyol. It was tapped down by the Bamber Bridge defence. Tapped down in a forward motion, so Malta again will get another opportunity for 6 tackles through the regain of possession through this scrum. A new game, rugby league to Malta. Obviously we know of the other rugby code, that is rugby union, but there's many opportunities for people to get involved in all different sports, and if anybody wants to get in touch with the Malta Rugby League, we have the official online home, that is the website www.malteserugbyleague.com. And that is a very easy point of contact for any players that were willing to get in touch regarding rugby league activity or competition or opportunities, and that website again is www.malteserugbyleague.com. Good big hit there by Chris Parker on his opposition number, and they find almost a break in the defence down the left side. That's Mark Cortez again. He's made a good 10-15 metres off his own run following the 10-15 made by Chris Parker.
Balloon Luxant.
Go too wide off the ruck. Referee calling instructions towards the markers and the play the ball area. Kick downfield, taken on the full. You really want to make that ball bounce in between the fullback and the defenders. It gives you an extra second in attack or in defence. Trying to attract the penalty, which he does.
Yeah.
That was Sergio Pisani on the right flank, who takes up his role as a policeman next week. I know he's very eager at that, but obviously at the moment he only has one mission at heart, and that is to represent Malta in his best way. So I'll just interrupt there. Ben Young taking a massive hit up and charging it to Chris Parker, but he actually lost the possession of the ball. So it was all lost for...
Mentioning policemen, Anthony, they've got how many firemen?
Yes, there's 2 firemen on the English team. One is actually works at Blackpool Airport.
Someone with the jersey of Derp Sila.
Derp Sila is having a bit of a tussle to find the ball within this jersey, and he's copping a bit of flack from the English players as well. Let's watch how this happened again. Big solid hit. Obviously they've lined him up. And well, the tackle wasn't a proper tackle, so he's got grip of the jersey and pulled that up and over him, and the ball is getting lost somewhere within that jersey. Darryl signalling to the referee that he's struggling to get that ball. He doesn't want to get penalised. As we play on now down this right side, Malta will have an opportunity. Find Paul Bartlett racing onto the ball. No, actually Sergio Pisani racing onto the ball.
Lost ball again.
It's a loss of possession down that right side. So that's.
It's a pity we missed the ball twice. We lost the ball twice in this area here.
And on both occasions, it was Sergio Pisani.
Crucial.
I'm sure as long as he can learn from those mistakes and use them in his favour, that's all you can ask of a player. Trying to pierce them down the left side with, again, Sergio Pisani.
Took us 3 people to get him down.
But yeah, the gang tackle and the extra push by Chris Parker.
Again, he's looking for a penalty there, isn't he?
Indeed. The referee lets it go. He won't let too much of that go. Maltese defence coming back in the line. That's very good, very good. You leave any, if you don't come out as a line, there you go. The pressure, and the Maltese will be on the attack 30 metres out. And after 20 minutes of play, the Maltese would really be hoping to get on the score sheet sometime soon. Good offload by Parker. Finds Sant, who finds Psyla. And the ball has come loose somehow. It's with the Bamber Bridge team. Score stands at 4-0 in favour of Bamber Bridge. And this Bamber Bridge team would not be here today. I mean, obviously they've had a lot of challenges to get over here. Everybody knows the financial crunch that the whole world has experienced, but there's been members of their squad lose jobs along the way. Obviously this is not a game that happens overnight. There's been a good 8-9 months of preparation coming to this, but
good tackle again.
With players falling out of the squad, it's been I'm sure he's been pulling his hair out, and that would be the chairman of Bamber Bridge Amateur Rugby League Football Club, Mr. Mick Reynolds.
Yes, definitely.
I'm sure it's been a tough time, but it'll be all a pleasure to watch now from the sidelines. Take a back seat and enjoy this fixture as they become. They take part in being the first amateur rugby league football club to tour Malta for rugby league. That's a feat in itself. Not only the arrival of the players 3 days ago, but for them now to take the field against the national team of Malta is a credit to every single individual and their families and their club, and at the end of the day, their country.
Yes, they're saying so. They brought their families over too, because all of them has wife, kids, girlfriends with them. So it's not just them. They toured over
support
with
staff. You can see the little junior Swarbrick there running the water on for the team. I'm sure he's a future Bamber Bridge player in the making. Good to see his involvement, as is the other water runner as well. 2 young individuals who are, I'm sure, a firm and solid part of the future of this club. From just in case those people are out there are wondering, Bamber Bridge, where is Bamber Bridge? It's just outside Manchester, up there in the north of England. Rugby league is certainly the dominant code of sport up there, despite football's presence through Manchester City and Manchester United, but rugby league is dominant up that way. As Malta make another charge towards the line. Looking strong on the attack. They
to take possession here now.
Roderick Attard finds Joseph Zara on the attack.
Yes.
On the outside.
Luke Sant again.
At hooker. He's got the forwards running up.
Malcolm Attard bounced off the tackle.
He took a forwards roll there, despite him playing at 5'8". Took the run one off the ruck. Sant again declaring who's next to run that ball up. And it's Daniel Greener, the captain of Malta. And he's brought down only about 4 metres from the try line. Sant looks to go himself, and he has grounded the ball. That's the first try. That will try on Malta, and that will tie the score up at 4 points each. He found the gap. He's very quick, nippy little player. You cannot underestimate any one of these Maltese players. And as we said, Sant's got the background in him playing at a top level.
Action all started from here. Malcolm Attard going in with the ball, bouncing off 3 defenders. Luke Sant passes to Daniel Grima.